Hello, we're the senior class of Temple Baptist Academy. Today we'll be doing for you a Choric speaking entitled
Miss Susie
by Miriam Young.
Miss Susie was a little gray squirrel who lived all by herself in the tip-tip-top of a tall oak tree. She liked to cook, she liked to clean, and she liked to sing while she worked.
Every morning, Miss Susie made herself a bowl of acorn pudding, and as she stirred it around, she sang,
Oh, I love to cook, I love to bake, I guess I'll make an acorn cake.
After that, she swept the crumbs from her moss carpet with a little broom she made from maple twigs. Then she dusted her firefly lamps and rinsed her acorn cups and put her whole house in order. At night, Miss Susie climbed into her bed and looked through the topmost branches at the sky.
she saw 1,000,000 stars.
And the wind blew gently and rocked her to sleep.
It was very peaceful. But one day,
A band of red squirrels came jumping and chattering to the foot of the tree where Miss Susie lived. They were quarrelsome fellows and liked fighting so much.
they even fought among themselves.
Miss Susie did not see them because she was in her kitchen.
And she did not hear them because she was singing.
Oh, I love my house, oh yes sirree, my own little house and my own oak tree.
She was just putting her cake in the oven when she looked up and saw a lot of strangers in her doorway.
1, 2, 3.
She counted
And 1, 2, 3 more.
6 red squirrels. They chased her out of her little house. 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 They broke her broom. House. They chased her out of her little house. They threw out her acorn cups. House. They chased her out of her little house.
They ate her winter supply of nuts.
Poor Miss Susie. She didn't know where to go. And while she stood, wondering what to do, it began to rain.
She scrambled up the nearest tree. It was a maple standing beside an old house.
She ran out on the branch and dropped to the roof. The rain came down hard, and her fur was all wet.
Shivering and cold,
Miss Susie scrambled down the tree into the attic.
there in the dusty, quiet attic, she saw a beautiful dollhouse. She knocked at the door. There was no answer, so she peeped inside.
My, what a lovely house,
Said Miss Susie.
It is fit for a queen, but it needs a good housekeeper, so it is just the place for me. When it is clean, it'll be a good house for the winter.
Said Miss Susie to herself.
But what a shame. There is no one to share it with me.
Aww.
Oh, it is so big.
The next morning, Miss Susie was hungry. She went looking for nuts and seeds. On her way to the attic window, Miss Susie saw a box. She opened it up, and what do you think she saw inside?
A band of toy soldiers.
They'd been sleeping.
They've been sleeping
They'd been sleeping
there for years,
Thanks for setting us free.
said the captain.
And now I need a place for us to live.
Oh, do come stay with me.
Invited Miss Susie. So the toy soldiers marched into the big doll house. She took care of them like a mother. She cooked their meals in the little kitchen and served them in the dining room. At night, she told them stories and tucked them into their four-poster beds.
The soldiers were very happy, and most of the time Miss Susie was happy too.
But not always.
One night in spring,
Instead of telling the soldiers a story,
She told them about her old home
in the oak tree.
Then she told them how the red squirrels
had come and chased her away.
and tears rolled down her furry cheeks. Late that night, the captain woke his men and gave them
But they were very brave, and their hearts were full of love.
After all, Miss Susie had cared for them all winter. So they marched up the oak tree and scaled its trunk. The red squirrels were, as usual, fighting among themselves. The red squirrels were, as usual, 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 fighting among themselves.
They were making so much noise that they did not hear the soldiers until it was too late.
This is Miss Susie's house,
said the captain, drawing his sword.
Will you go peaceably
Or must we fight?
The red squirrels looked at the toy soldiers with their shining swords and brave faces. And one by one, they scurried headfirst down the tree.
And don't come back,
shouted the captain.
Miss Susie
Was overjoyed. She could move back into a tall oak tree. She thanked the soldiers and made them promise to come for dinner every week. Then the soldiers